Hey guys, Mackie here from Melee.co, and I want to document my journey in Melee, how I'm growing, how I'm practicing, how I'm trying to develop. I'll soon get some interviews of pro players or good players or notable people in the community. But one of the things that I want to document is the thought process behind my journey as well. And something that I have been thinking about this week is actually changing my main from Peach, I play as White Peach at the moment, to Jigglypuff. That's right, to Jigglypuff. Character that is hated by a lot of people, but I was thinking about it. The thought process kind of went like this. Firstly, about a month ago, after I was in New Zealand for a tournament, I had a dream that I was playing as Jigglypuff, and it kind of just stuck in my head after I had that dream. You know, maybe Jigglypuff is calling me. Maybe I'm called to play Jigglypuff. Who knows? But in terms of the top tiers, I was thinking about it because, you know, is Jigglypuff the best option? I don't know. But I was thinking about Fox and Falco. I don't feel like I have fast enough hands to play them. As well, my hands get sore quite easily and I need my hands to work. I create content online. That's how I make my money. So I need my hands and I don't want to sacrifice my hands for Melee. So that kind of rules out Fox and Falco. I do think Fox is the best player in the game. I would like to play as Fox, but yeah, I just don't have the speed. I don't have the stamina or the willingness to play either of those two characters. Marth, I'm just not a big fan of Marth. I'm not sure if it's because I play as Peach and Marth is kind of like Peach's arch nemesis. It's just a really frustrating matchup to play because you just get juggled by Marth. He's got so much more range than you. So I don't know if that's why I don't like Marth. It could be, but I have tried practicing as Marth and don't really enjoy it. Then you've got next on the tier list would be Sheik. And I think I've talked about this before, but I did try and play Sheik at one point. I wanted to switch from Peach to Sheik, ended up going back to Peach. Just didn't really enjoy playing as Sheik, didn't really understand how to do tilts and stuff at the time, which is obviously one of Sheik's most powerful things is her long limbs. And so anyway, didn't enjoy Sheik. So of the top four, I was like, you know, I'm not really interested. And that only leaves one character that is above Peach in the tier list, which is Jigglypuff. And so what I've been doing this week is I've just been playing with Jigglypuff, trying to work out what is it like to play this character. And this character is very interesting to play. You have to play so differently to Peach. You have to be so good at spacing. You've got to be so aware of your hitboxes, you know, and it has some weird hitboxes. Like back air is actually a disjointed hitbox, which I never knew. But it's not a super easy character to play. And one thing that you would do against Fox, which we might see in a bit, is when you get them off the stage, obviously you want to chase them and go after them. And when they're doing Firefox and stuff like that, trying to get them with a back air is actually really difficult. And so you've got to use different aerials, and just working it out was quite hard how to do it. But it has been quite fun playing as Puff. And though I don't think I'm going to main Jigglypuff, I'm going to stay as Peach. I will probably start practicing with her more and potentially have her as my secondary instead of Young Link, which I have as my secondary at the moment, just because I enjoy playing as Young Link, not because Young Link's any good. So at least if I enjoy playing with Puff, at least Puff is good. And so as a secondary, you know, it's a good thing to have. It's probably not the best secondary to have with Peach as my main, but oh well. One of the reasons that I decided, you know what, I'm not going to main Jigglypuff is because I was talking to the best Jigglypuff player in Queensland. Actually, it'd be interesting to note whether or not there's more than one Jigglypuff player in Queensland. But anyway, this guy's a good player. And I was talking to him about it, and he was talking about the hate that you get from the community as a Puff player. People don't enjoy playing against Jigglypuff. I don't know what it is. If it frustrates you because you can get some gimp kills, or if they don't like the spacing or being able to rest people. I'm not sure what it is that makes people hate Jigglypuff so much, because I actually love Jigglypuff. Hungrybox is my favorite character. I really enjoy watching him play. I enjoy what he does against Fox, and you know, does some pretty amazing combos, pretty awesome stuff off stage as well. And so I don't know why people hate Jigglypuff. so much. But yeah, that made me think, you know what, I've only been playing a year, I'm not very good, people aren't going to want to play against me, or people get frustrated, don't want to play against Jigglypuff, that's going to set me back. Now, people don't necessarily want to play against Peach heaps either. They'd probably much rather play against someone like Captain Falcon or Fox or Falco or even Marth or Sheik or something like that. But I don't know, I've got an affinity for the floaty characters, and I love the floaty characters. So definitely sticking with Peach at this point in time. And so this week, apart from the time that I have been playing Jigglypuff, which is probably a waste when my Peach could have been getting better, I have been trying to practice my wave dashes. And so more specifically, I've been playing against the CPU. So we can see I've got a level 9 Fox here. Because one of the things I had a problem with is that I can wave dash, right? I can wave dash in practice, but when it comes to friendlies, it's so much harder to wave dash. I don't know, I forget to do it and basically lose it from my gaming vocabulary. And so I've been trying to implement it in games against the computer so that when I go and I play friendlies or when I go and play tournament, that it's second nature to use it. And as well, I can find areas where it's actually good to use. So I've been trying to play against Fox and bait him out as much as possible. So run in, bait out, and practice my wave dashing that way. I've also been wave dashing with both triggers, though my left trigger is still a lot better. And so something that I realized I was doing with my wave dashes, we'll just go in and have no one, is that when I do it with my main trigger, which is my left, I was doing a lot of short wave dashes. So you see like a lot of wave dashes like this, like that, really short ones. And then when I do it with the right trigger, which is my secondary trigger, I'd be getting a lot nicer, longer wave dashes like this. We can see that, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a long one, there's a short one. And so I was like, why is this happening? Why am I getting better wave dashes with that trigger than with my primary one? And so one of the things I noticed was when I was using my main trigger, I was going down right into the notch. I don't know if you can see it. Let's hold it up to the camera. But I was going like right down into the notch or even lower, pointing more so down. Whereas when I was doing it with my secondary trigger, which is the right trigger, I was actually going more like towards the side or between, you know, the side notch and the second notch down. So I was getting these longer ones. So with my main one, I was getting short ones like that. And then with my secondary trigger, I was getting these long ones. And so it took me a while to work out, okay, what am I doing with the secondary trigger that I'm getting these better wave dashes and longer wave dashes? And so I worked it out and trying to implement that with my main trigger now, just to get longer, smoother wave dashes, because I feel like they're more valuable in play anyway. So if I'm running up and wave dash back, the longer the wave dash back could be used to outspace opponents a lot better. So if I can only do like a teeny tiny wave dash back, then it might still put me within hit range of the opponent. Whereas if I can do run up and do long wave dashes back, like that, then I feel like it's a better spacing tool. I'm not 100% sure because I'm fairly new to this game, only been playing a year, but I feel like it's a better spacing tool. And so I've been practicing that. So I've been practicing playing against Fox and implementing wave dashes against Fox on level 9, just trying to get away from him, trying to bait him into stuff, etc., etc. And basically just do it under pressure with someone chasing you, like that. Run in, bait that out. And I found that that has helped, but we'll see on Tuesday when I play how that actually goes. So something else, Peach Dittos, which I find as one of the hardest matchups. I played a Peach Ditto at the tournament last Tuesday and had it recorded on stream. And Armada, the Peach player, Armada is actually doing match analysis for his subscribers. And so he said if you become a subscriber, you can submit your match, and he's going to do that every week. He's going to try and go through a few. I think he said there was a queue of less than 10, and he's going to go through about 5 or 6 in each session. So I subscribed and submitted that match analysis to him. So hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have Armada, number 1 in the world, or maybe number 2 now compared to Hungrybox, but him analyzing my Peach Ditto and talking about that. So that'll be pretty cool to watch. It'll be pretty embarrassing because I'm not very good, but it'll be great to watch that and to get his insight into the Peach Ditto, hear more about that, because I'm not 100% sure how to approach that matchup, how to approach the Peach Ditto. So that's me. Got a Smash Fest tomorrow night, which will stream and record some stuff. And tomorrow, before I go, I'll probably analyze that Peach Ditto myself, see what I was doing, see if I can improve, because generally we have such a small crew. We'll run like a bracket, an unpaid bracket on Tuesday, and generally I end up matching up with Tane, who's the other Peach on the Gold Coast. So I'll do that analysis of the Peach Ditto, see if I can learn something, so that when it comes to tomorrow night, I'll be better versed in the Peach Ditto. And then I'll keep practicing my wave dashes as well. And at the Smash Fest, when we're not playing the bracket, I'll be focusing on that. Winning games, yes, but more so implementing wave dash in games, improving my movement, and that's what I'm focusing on at the moment. So I'm not changing to Jigglypuff. I'd thought about it, but at this point I'm staying as Peach. She has a lot of great options. I think that she can do a lot of great things. And then as I become a better player, I could always switch in the future if I really wanted to. Amada's switched to Fox. Hax has switched to Fox. Mango's switched around a few times and is bringing on a Marth. There's a lot of people with dual mains and things like that. So it's not something I feel like I need to make the decision now. I'm happy with my character now, and so I'm sticking with it. So that's it from me today, guys. Until next time, keep calm and play Melee.